the EU Scrutiny Committee, which I've been very pleased to be a member of for some years now, very often has felt very alone. We've been up there in the committee room going through documents after documents after documents, realising that actually very, very little of what we could do to change. And I think that the public looking in today may well be asking, some of them, if only this interest and intense scrutiny and worry about Henry VIII clauses and worry about statutory instruments, if only a quarter of that time had been spent by Parliament in examining some of those thousands of EU directives and regulations that have been simply imposed on us as a country, and we've had very, very little say. As the honourable member has just said, very much of what was happening in the European Union was behind closed doors, and we were one of 28 countries. We were always being outvoted, and many, many of those times then we had to take the decisions and take it on board without being able to change. Now, I do know that there is genuine concern amongst many of my colleagues and some on the other side of the House as well about some of these, some of the ways that we might be scrutinising and some of the use of some of the Henry VIII clauses and statutory instruments. I agreed very much with the Right Honourable Member for Chingford and Woodford that there are mechanisms that we could actually bring people together on this. And I think one of the problems has been is that there is genuinely, amongst those of us who voted to leave and were pleased at the result, do feel that while there are a lot of people who say, oh yes, we accept the result of the referendum, but actually behind the scenes they are doing every little bit of work they can do to try and not necessarily prevent us leaving, but to make it as difficult as possible,